Yo, welcome back to Crazy Ball TV. Thank you so much for another edition of LFC Vibes. Thank you for being in the building with us. Please, you know the deal. Hit the share button, subscribe, and like. Don't forget that bell. Notification bell is very important, people. Extremely important because it notifies you when we are on. So please hit that notification bell and subscribe and like because this YouTube algorithm is messing up. One day you are at this, and then the next time they changing it. So please get the likes up. Get the likes up, get the likes up, because that's why we're able to combat this frosters. But big up to everybody who's in the building. We're not going to waste too much of your time today. We're just going to keep it very simple. We have a preview for tomorrow's match. And then, of course, we will talk a little bit about what transpired over the weekend. Something that have gotten people out of whack right now. People are upset. People are calling Annie Slaughter fraud. There's so many useless people going on. Baz in the building. Hey Baz, let me send you the link, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. I need you out here chopping up with the brother, man. Let me send you the link. Pick up yourself. I think this is yours, right? There we go. Yes. Big up yourself. I ain't got no voice. Oh, this is my brother that's not feeling well. Man. I know you can put it in the chat, so cause chaos in the chat. Whether you agree or disagree with me, let's get this show popping. Let me see what is going on here with everybody. I think he's here. Let me send him the link. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, though. Hope my remedy, lemon. Lemon, apple. I do what? Ginger, garlic, honey, and lime. Make it into a tea. Make it into a tea and drink it. I promise you. Secret weapon. You will thank me tomorrow. Garlic, ginger, you blend them into a tea, right? And then warm it up, put some lime juice. I like the lime, itself. And then put some honey in it. Pure honey though. Don't get on them sugar coated honeys. You don't want that. That one, I don't rock with that. Oh, he said I already did it. Yeah. Oh, you're done that. All right. Trust me, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel better soon. It is home remedy, and then he lost the voice. Did you get the good ones though? You get the good ones though. You know what I mean? You gotta get the good ones. Don't get them fake, especially the honey stuff. The money, sometimes the honey, they have the one that people just put sugar in it. Yeah, I think there's a way of finding out whether it's real honey or just made up honey or something like that. So, but yeah, man, you need rest. You just need to rest. Drink a lot of water too. You'll be back. Very soon. Big up yourself, Irishman. Let me send. Why haven't I sent this to you yet, Irishman? Let me send this. There we go. Yes. Let's get the show on the road, man. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody's frustrated. Big up to Radio. He's in the building. Big up yourself. Thank you for coming through. He said, yeah, proper ones. Damn, that's expensive, man. I hear true, man. If you want a real one, yeah, man, you have to go to the local honey person, because that's the best one. The best ones is from the local person, and it helps with allergies too, especially when especially allergy season. You always want to get the honey from your area because it helps with allergies. What you said? He says Slot is looking tactically inept and Tikite first team better. Slot is looking. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Where did you get that, bro? And that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about. A question: has Wirtz ever played a game without Salah on the pitch? Big up, AR. Thank you so much for being in the building. Yes. Now let's talk about this thing, man. Liverpool fans, you are looking embarrassing and foolish. I'm gonna be honest. Liverpool fans are looking embarrassing and very, very foolish. You might as well just stop supporting Liverpool and go support Arsenal or Man City. I'm sorry. From what I saw on Saturday, we play like hot garbage, like useless. The players actually deserve to apologize to the traveling fans. The players did, and as I read what Virgil said, and I know that's the closest it came to apologizing. But they need to apologize to the fans, especially the traveling fans, because yes, we all have questions about the manager's tactics and how he's using his personnel. But when I watch the game back again, it's on the players. They came in disrespecting Crystal Palace. They came in unprepared. They came in with a lack of respect for the game. They came in like they thought that they could flip the switch. They could just flip the switch and the game, they could win at any time they want. And we, the fans, have also bought into it, thinking that at any time they can flip the switch. So yes, the fans also, we need to be blamed a little bit. We all knew they haven't been playing well, but most of the time, most of us said it's because they haven't gelled. That's the part where we put pressure on the manager and said, this has nothing to do with players or whatever. But with the performance they did on Saturday, the players should be ashamed of themselves. No, the manager, we will get to the manager too. Don't worry about it. I promise you we will get to the manager. But the way they came out, lack of urgency, lack of proper, we would have been out here every time they do something, we're like, mentality monsters. At least respect the opponent. They didn't do that. I'm sorry, they didn't do that. Nobody should be telling me that the players came in there ready to play. There's probably only two players. Only two players. And if you are here scapegoating one player, I'm sorry, you are not a Liverpool fan. You need to go support Arsenal or Man City. Because some of you guys act like Arsenal or Man City fans, Arsenal fans. Every one time you are happy, one time you're not. If you are still thinking that Klopp is coming back, you are not a Liverpool fan. And I'm saying it. I don't care if you're going to unsubscribe me or whatever. If you are here thinking that Klopp is coming back and that's the only reason why you are criticizing the manager, you are not a Liverpool fan. I don't care how many kits you buy. Big up yourself, Irishman. And right now, Liverpool fans need to stop looking foolish. You are a champion. You should not be acting like Arsenal fans or any other fan base. We leave that to those who are not real fans. Those are the plastic fans. You are just sitting there waiting for players to play bad so that you could go on one player or you could go on the manager because your favorite manager is gone. That is embarrassing. That is not what Liverpool fans do. We always say you never walk alone. So you never walk alone. Who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? Your favorite player or your favorite manager? The key name of being a fan, of a supporter, is LFC first, everything second, including the fans. There's only one thing that doesn't change, and that's LFC. That's why they could never take the club away from Liverpool. They can never take Liverpool and send it to another city and call it Liverpool. So if you're Liverpool fans, support your team, whether they're good or bad. And some of what we saw on social media on Saturday and even yesterday, because Arsenal won, is right out shameful. I don't care who comes at me. It's right out shameful. You are not a Liverpool fan. The team played like hot garbage, and nobody could tell me otherwise. Every single one of them. Like I said, there's only two people that I can say, you know what, I'll let this one slide. But that team disrespected the fans. And I read what Virgil said, and that's closer to apology. He should have said, we are sorry because we screwed up. The manager has things to blame too, because I know, Irishman, we will talk about it. But that team came out there with no respect to the fans. And that was embarrassing and it's foolish. But other than that, the fan base who are on social media criticizing specific players, criticizing the manager because Klopp is not here anymore. Guess what? I don't want Klopp back. Even if we get relegated, don't bring Klopp back. Bring somebody else. Because this sexuals got to stop. And we got to stop. If you are here just you want to scapegoat people because you want to act like Arsenal fans, like on AFTV, please leave my club or leave my chat. We have a problem. Let's solve what the problem is. None of this insulting and abusing our own players, abusing our own manager, because it's the agenda that gives you your juices flow. That's not what Liverpool fans do. Irishman, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, just enjoying listening to you.
Nah, man, they did take me off, man. And that's Liverpool fans. I don't care what rival fans do. Rival fans do what rival fans do. You know what I mean? We lost. So what? Who said that did we say we're going to go invisible, Irishman? Did anybody at the beginning of the season, I said we winning a quad. And until that, the quad is impossible, then I keep riding with my squad. But nobody said we were going to go invisible. All of a sudden, one loss, all of a sudden, everybody lose their damn mind. And I think it's damn right, shameful. And if you're a Liverpool fan like that, talk about the problem. We all know Liverpool have a problem right now. Let's talk about it. But all this, the manager is stupid. This player is this player is that. Bro, what? I think that's right up shameful. And the Liverpool fans, we should be ashamed of ourselves for doing that on social media. I'm sorry. I said it. That's right up shameful. Don't talk about we the best club in the world, we the best fans in the world, but one little thing, and then all of a sudden that thing goes out of the window. That makes no sense to me. That means you are not. You just out here riding on other fan base cocktail. So what? Arsenal came from behind and won the game. I don't care. Good for them. They have the right to do that because that's what champions do. But you out here riding on somebody else's cocktail. You're supposed to be a champion. A champion does not look down. A champion looks up. But Irishman, Liverpool, game on Saturday. I don't know if you watch it again. I watched it again painfully. I was crying the whole time. Even the rum doesn't work. Right? And that's why right now I'm upset at the players more. At first, I was like, it's the manager. Right now, watching the game, I'm more upset at the players because there was no, like on Saturday when we were on the chat, I said, if the name of Crystal Palace was Barcelona, Liverpool players were playing better. And nobody should tell me, oh, Crystal Palace did well. Yes, they did. But Liverpool have played a harder and better team than what Crystal Palace showed on Saturday. Go ahead, Irishman. I'm going to calm down.
Our best should beat their best, but I'm not going to be, not going to betray what I said before. I said this is
Mhm.
going to be probably the hardest away game for a lot of teams.
Right.
One of obviously
Mhm.
Arsenal and Man City be tough away games, but this Palace team
Mhm.
is unbeaten now in 18 games, 17 before we played them. One of the best organized and most disciplined teams out there.
Right.
And is that a secret?
Mm-mm.
No. That's something we've already experienced. We've already played them once this season. So it's not a special tactic they came up with. They just, and like I said, at no point on Saturday,
Mhm.
which is the most worrying thing for me, because I'm not, like I say, Mr. Super Tactical, kind of try my best, but
Yeah.
they never looked like they were afraid of us. At no point did they look, and I don't know what does a team that's afraid of you look like?
Mhm.
A team that shrinks, a team that isn't trying to play, isn't confident to find its own passes and play its own game. And
Right.
that to me was the worrying thing. They didn't
Mhm.
look like they were afraid of us at all.
Mhm.
And we looked kind of like what you're saying. We looked like we weren't ready for what Palace do.
Mhm.
And there's no excuse to not be ready for what Palace
Thank
do
you.
because, like I
Thank you.
said, it's not a
Yeah.
secret what they do.
Right.
What they
Mhm.
do is brilliant.
Mhm.
What they do is really good, and it's really hard to beat them. You're not going to beat them 4-0. You're
No.
not going to go and smash them up.
Mhm.
But you need to be ready for. I don't know what he was trying to do with Florian Wirtz. I don't really know what. Someone's been kind of explaining to me the whole idea of getting vacating the left and getting Mac in to play the ball. Okay, cool, but that didn't bloody work, did it? It didn't work.
I don't even know
You
what that
know,
means.
the whole left hand side just for Carquez. Like getting back to what you were saying, it's been it's been something I've been alluding to a lot because there's a couple of people that are regularly on my channel, and I know for a fact that nothing they say is honest.
Mhm.
Nothing they say comes from a place of honesty. Nothing they say comes from a place of truth.
Mhm.
It comes from a place of they still haven't gotten over the fact that Klopp isn't here anymore. They
Yeah.
still want Klopp at this team. So the second Arne Slot puts a toe out of line,
Mhm.
let alone steps that he puts, even just dangles his little toe over the line there a little bit, and they are right on top of this guy. And I think a lot of it is it's dishonest. It's not about
Yeah.
Arne Slot. It's about the fact that they think Jurgen Klopp got kicked out of the club and they
Mhm.
want them back.
And he's
That's
not coming
so.
back.
Yeah. So you've got Ebo being blamed. You've got everyone being blamed. Look, if people have bad games, they have bad games. But
Mhm.
you got people out there talking about Florian Wirtz, and one of the Liverpool accounts he flagged up something. No, look, it's just some guy on Twitter, but he said Luis Diaz would be more effective, and they just said, okay, well, stay on that side.
Mhm.
Because if you're going to come out now and you're going to be here after 6 games saying Florian Wirtz is a write-off and we would have been better off keeping Diaz,
Mhm.
that's cool. Awesome. Like, that's, good luck, but stay on that side.
Yeah.
Don't come back in 5 games. Don't come back in 5 games when Florian Wirtz has turned it on.
Mhm.
Start picking him up again. If you think if you've written him off after 5 or 6 games, then just don't turn around in 10 games. Oh, I always knew he'd come good.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is the thing. These you got people bringing up. Oh, we should have kept Diaz. We should have done this. We shouldn't have. All like MK2 was saying. These players are gone. They're
Mhm.
gone. I had someone in my chat yesterday saying, "Oh, we need to get back to playing Klopp football. We need to play Klopp football." Literally, that's what we need to get back to playing Klopp football. And I'm like, when? From when we finish fifth or third, or what? We bring back Darwin? What are we talking about here?
Mhm.
Klopp is gone. We need to go back to what Klopp did. Klopp did this. Klopp did that. Klopp is gone.
You know,
Moved on.
Irish. You know the funny thing is, Pep Guardiola, even him, is abandoning what he was used to because he realized that new football era has begun. Right, the new football has changed. There's a new what they call it. Long balls have gone up exponentially. Long throw-ins have gone up exponentially. High press have gone up. Mid block extremely, extremely, extremely high right now. Right, this season there's not been any team that Liverpool played that has actually want to play football with Liverpool. They sit back and hit you with an old school counter attack. Right now, I'm pretty sure Mr. Allardyce, Tony Pulis, all of them and them are out there polishing their resume right now. Their CV say, you know what, our brand of football is back. Let's go in. Because if you watch City, the almighty Pep, even him, what is he doing? Direct ball straight to Haaland. Let's go. There's no need to be doing that tiki-taka in the middle of the pitch for. Football is changing. And people think that just bringing club back and doing Ganga pressing is going to work. Right now, everybody is fit. Everybody is doing high press. So what? Where are you going to find another Bobby Firmino? You think that these players are going to be like, oh, I'm gonna sit back and sacrifice myself for another player? No. Those years was special time. That's what Liverpool's all about. We create a special era and we enjoy it, and then we move on to the next. You think that Klopp? Why do you think Klopp hasn't taken another manager role? Because he knows this time is up. We've seen Pep Guardiola slowly declining. He might win the league this year, but I promise you, as soon as he leaves, he's bouncing. The team did not play well. They haven't played well, and we have always chalked it to they need to gel. I still believe we're probably not going to see the best of this squad until next year. But going around trying to think that, oh, Klopp will do better or somebody will do better. Hey, Klopp was here, and we saw what he did. He won the league. He worked hard, brought us from the slumber, and brought us back to where we needed to be at. And his slot has taken us. He won the league. I don't care who you think, whether it's club players or not. And his slot came in 1 year and won the league. Let it hit your crawl. So-called, oh, it's club players. Yeah, we saw what club players are. So we need to move on, or you can go back and watch the videos about when Klopp had Mane, Bobby Firmino, and Salah, and Gini, and yeah, go watch those videos. I know there's some videos on YouTube that you could watch a whole season if you want. But right now, we're moving forward. This is the new era of football. We're moving forward. And if you can deal with that, hey, stay over there. But this thing of club, this is Arne Slot. He's the manager. As a matter of fact, I'm endorsing him to get a brand new contract. And if it doesn't work well, guess what? Get him out of there. But until it doesn't work well, I'm not going to be sitting out here, get him out, and crying every little time. Don't come out here and tell us about what other fans are doing and start banter other fans when you are doing the same thing. Nee, how are you doing, sir?
Hi, big up, guys. I think
Arnie.
fans are being a little bit over the top with this defeat. Yeah, we understand we are a little too confident in our team, so any defeat, I mean, comes as a shock to us. But to go to the extent of, I mean, calling for slot out and club in and all this, if we had Diaz and if we had this and that I think it's a little bit over the top. Not even a little bit; it's way over the top.
Thank you.
Because guess what? The manager is still top of the league. So what is our beef? We are allowed to have one odd bad game here and there, and no team goes the entire season without losing these days. No, even playing bad in a certain game. Yes, he got his tactics wrong from the beginning. At some point, he tried to rectify it. Then the later substitutions also, I mean, did him dirty. So it's more like a shared blame, but I wouldn't go as far as saying Klopp and whatever. I bet you these same fans, when Klopp was losing, these same fans were calling him to be ousted. So I think sometimes we get a little too emotional when we lose a game and whatnot. We are still on top of the league, and I mean, nothing has happened really. Nothing has happened really. I trust Slot enough to rectify his mistakes.
Yeah.
Of course, we should also forget that we have made key changes to key places, the key spine of the team. Both fullbacks, we've made changes. Our striker, we have made a change. Our midfield, we've made a key change or a key acquisition. Who is playing in the midfield? So a lot of places in the team has been altered. So we can't automatically think of playing exactly as we played last season. It will take time for these guys to come good. and I believe they will come good. They are quality players enough that they will come good. So we shouldn't take it too far. We shouldn't take it too far. I mean, I'm sure we'll go into the game and specifics. So, but for the abuse and all these online, I don't really even follow these things because sometimes people just hide behind social media and spew a lot of crap. They spew a lot of crap. But the same
just
person, if
put
you
that
meet
up
him
there.
one on one, they
Sorry.
can't even.
Yeah, sorry, Neil. I was going to show that. There's just putting that up. That's the squad that's gone. And if you read through it, I think you might notice somebody missing.
Somebody's missing. Let's see. Allison, Gomez, Endo, Van Dijk, Konate, Kirkers, Vert, Sobosala, Isak, McAllister, Salah, Bradley, Jones, Gakpo, Kitike, Mamashvili, Robinson, Woodman, Frimpong, Gravenberg, and Ngumo. He says somebody is missing. Who is missing?
L'Italian lad scored the weekend. Yeah.
Well, this didn't they say that he's gonna take Leone's position?
Yeah, that was official. He was given the spot, and he still hasn't traveled.
Why? That's the question.
Is it that maybe it hasn't been approved yet, or what? I mean, we had news that his name will be added. Maybe it hasn't been approved yet.
Could be that. Yeah.
Okay. Big up yourself, Red. Big up yourself. But yeah, that is kind of interesting and slightly weird. You know what I mean? How long does it take for you to put somebody's name on there? It shouldn't take forever. One player is out, you put a new person in, or maybe he's also injured. We never know. The manager, I haven't listened to the manager press conference yet. So if one of you guys have, please let us know. And Irishman, have you listened?
This evening?
No.
Oh, it's not out yet, right?
No.
So maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out. But yeah, let's talk about the game. We don't need to waste time on the game. This is my frustration with the manager. And I've been saying this. It's time for the manager to grow some pair of kahunas. And I'll tell you why, because I want us to all talk about it. Let me share why. Right now, if you tell me to build a squad, the only two people that I'm going to have them play is those two right there. Other than that, everybody is up for grabs. And this is the reason why I said the manager needs to grow a pair of big kahunas. Right now, everything he's trying to do based on last season, it's not working. Right? I understand his knowledge. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Right? You just paint over the slight cracks here and polish it. But right now, we can see that it's not working. It's broken. The 100 million player is all over the place, and he has no idea what he's doing. People are not moving for him to be able to get into those corners. Isak and Ekitike should not be playing and not receiving service. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? Playing for the wingers is gone. That type of football is gone, meaning the team should not be playing for Salah anymore. I'm sorry, right? The team should not be playing for Gakpo anymore. I don't care how much Gakpo run back and forth. The midfield should not be so static. Virgil should not be holding the ball for more than 3 seconds and then hoofing it at the end up hoofing it to Salah or passing it to Konate right there. Pass and move. Some people call it tiki-taka. We haven't breaking down a mid block or breaking down a team that is holding back. So, what do you guys think? Personally, Bradley is not ready. He should be coming off the bench. And at this point, if we have to, as much as I don't want to, hey, put Sobosala in there. Frimpong needs to be put somewhere. Kirkers was scouted and we knew his strength. If we know his strength, that's the reason why we scouted him and paid that 40+ million. Please, Mr. Slot, play to his strength.
Okay.
So that's my thing. Go ahead.
Our problem, I say, is in twofold. I don't know whether the players are probably not used to each other's play, but my disappointment is usually with Bradley because he's in the team already. He's not like a new player that was brought in.
Right.
So I expect him to improve because he was very promising last season. I mean, having his cameo here and there, and when Trent was out injured, he played quite well. So I expected him to improve. But then also, I think the coach is probably trying to experiment something that isn't really working. And you have said it quite a lot of times on this stream. Why do we buy flying fullbacks and they are not overlapping, but overlapping?
Yeah.
Most of our gameplay, we get a ball to the wing. Salah wants to hug the wing and putting the pass into the box to other vets or someone putting the pass into the box. You are a goal scorer. You go into the box. Let someone hug the line and give the pass to you. And it's on both sides. Beckers also comes and laps. Because Gakpo is also hugging the line because he wants the pass to cut in and shoot. So I don't know why the coach is not playing to the strength of the two fullbacks that he bought. Because Beckers is an offensive fullback, so is Frimpong.
Yeah.
So give them the byline, give them the line. Give them the line to overlap and run and put in some crosses. By so doing, you now get more bodies in the box because now Salah will move into the box. The striker will be in the box, maybe Vate there and thereabouts. Then the other winger on the other side too will be at the other end of the box. Then you get more bodies in the box. Now Salah wants to be the one hugging the line and bringing the pass into the box. Almost every time our strikers are isolated in the box.
Yep.
We don't have numbers in the box. Let me put it that way. And we are playing against teams that defend deep. They have more bodies in the box. And yet, oftentimes we see Isak or Ekitike isolated. Sometimes you can see Vert thereabout. And they are just two of them. Because Gakpo want to hug the line, Salah want to hug the opposite line.
Yeah.
And Slot needs to do something. Then also, I think Gravenberch is getting a little too excited with going forward and shooting and scoring and what have you. If we agree that Gravenberch is our 6, it should be more disciplined and sit back more. Especially now that we are being cut through with just 2 passes. One, and a through a long ball, and we are done.
Yeah.
He should learn to sit back a bit. If Slot is unsure, he should play just one playmaker deep. Let him discipline himself and stay there, and then play 2 offensive midfielders so that we know that at any point we have one of our midfielders supporting the defense. Because obviously this guy is lacking the athleticism. The McAllister is not fit, so he lacks. Even if when he's fit, he lacks athleticism. So if now Gravenberch is also now pushing forward all the time. I know him scoring 2 goals now. He's hungry for more. Everybody's talking about him and whatever. So now he likes to push forward. But especially when we are not defending well, at least we need numbers. So that's a bit. I mean, I'll come back again, but now that's a bit. I'll let Irishman also put up.
Yeah, man, Irishman, what says you, brother?
Well, you're just on the fullbacks, I refuse to believe that we bought someone not knowing what they could do and what they can't do.
Say that again.
Think of what we can. Obviously, we like to buy players with room to improve, but that's okay. But it's not starting for a Premier League team every single week that's trying to win games. You can get better, but you have to be at a certain minimum, kind of level.
Yeah.
What they're trying to do with the fullbacks, Bradley's getting a lot of criticism. I think Bradley's just a rock solid young fullback.
Yeah.
Maybe he's getting getting new and strong, obviously playing in different ways. So he might be having some issues, but I don't think he's our biggest problem at all. Kirkes, I think, is doing okay. I think Kirkes is doing okay. But
yeah, I don't know why everybody's up in Kirkes, man. Please explain it to me, Irishman. Why you are talking, please. It doesn't make sense.
Because Kirkes, we have seen Kirkes playing for Bournemouth, and that is his strength. I'm not saying he's a bad player, his strength is offensive play. And since he came in, it's whether it's a system or mentality, for some reason, we are not releasing him enough to add onto the attack. And he's not a good passer deep. So oftentimes when the right side is the right fullback is going, Beckers sits just beside VVD, creating more like a three-back system so that Gravenberch and the others can push up. That is what I've seen. But he's not a good passer. So he can't pick any pass from deep and whatnot. So release him and rather keep one of the DMs. But I think him not going has limited our attack. I don't think people are criticizing him because he's that bad of a player. I am not criticizing him. I'm saying that we are not playing to his strength.
That is the manager's fault. And I agree with you guys already said it. You guys have said it ad nauseum. And Rasta Crab is also making a point to it. We need to overlap our fullbacks. Bradley, that I have been criticizing Bradley, he is a flying fullback. Let him go outside. Every time he goes through the middle, he tries to dribble too much, get caught up. Let him be outside. At least when he loses the ball, where's the ball going? Out. The ball go outside. And even if he fouls the player, the ref will not going to give him a yellow card because he's on the wing. There's no way you're going to score a goal from that side. But if he fouls in the middle, that's a yellow card coming up. Same thing with Kirkers. That's why Kirkers keep racking up these yellow cards. Let them be outside. Gakpo or whoever who's on the wing needs to be a little bit tucked in. At least, even if they tucked in, they can go on the outside and cross the ball in, which is their job right now because we got Ekitike and we got Isak. Their job is not trying to cut in and put it in the top bin. Your job right now to pass the ball to the striker, including Salah. And Salah being on the line so that he can dribble in and do what he did against Atletico Madrid. For me, I'm sorry, Salah, beautiful goal and all. It looks good on social media. It looks good on the pictures, on the reels. That ball, he should have just passed it easily for Isak to tap it in. And guess what, Irishman? One game that the guy that we said is missing in the going to the Champions League have shown our wingers how to play. Chiesa against Southampton. Look at the goals that we scored. He presses the ball, leave it up to Isak. Bam, one goal. I promise you, if that was Salah, Salah is trying to score himself. Right? The same thing with the Ekitike goal. If it was Gakpo on that side, he's trying to put in a top bin. What does he do? Simple pass. Right here. Haaland has not scored a banger. I don't remember the banger that Haaland has scored. But this brother has scored a lot of goals. None of his goals, you could be like, wow. He's just putting the ball in the back of the net. Why can't we do that, Irishman? Why can't we do that?
Someone said it earlier on, be honest. Someone in your chat saying, be honest, we played poor football for over 2 years now. I think we played I think we played, not very exciting and not very creative football for the last 2 years under Arne, under Jurgen Klopp. We weren't very good to watch, hence we finished 5th and 3rd.
Yeah.
Last year was extremely possession based, or not possession based, but control based, and it got the job done. So it was exciting to watch because we were winning games. It was never that nice to. It's not like beautiful, pretty football. Is that what we need? Is that what we can expect? Is that what you're going to get in the Premier League? The way teams set up against you, and I think we're asking a lot of a team that's used to playing kind of powerful, direct football. And this has probably taken a long time. I don't love it. I don't love the way we play. I don't see a lot of what we brought Verts in to do, which is elite creativity in the final third. We haven't had someone that can play a 6 and 7 yard through ball. The hardest ones to play. The hardest ones to play in the really tight little spaces. We haven't.
That's what we bought him for.
You get him and Isak in the same team together playing 10 games together, and they start getting that little telepathic understanding going on, then okay, Salah is a huge issue for everybody as well at the moment. I think Mo Salah said at the start of this season he needs to be more of a team player. He needs to be focusing more on what he said. He mentioned all of the individual milestones and awards that he reached. Because do you remember last season's every time we played a game, Salah was breaking another record. First to do this, first to do that, first to reach 100 this, first to reach 100 that, quickest to reach 200 this. He was setting records every bloody week. And he's saying he did a lot of that stuff, and he needs now to be more focused on playing with the team. I don't have a problem with the fullbacks not overlapping. If people want the fullbacks to overlap for width, then yes. But if you have underlapping fullbacks, which allow someone else to go out and create the width, then okay, if that's the plan. Like I'm saying, if this is what Slot and these guys want to do, then don't rip it up. Like someone said, we need to change to this and change to that. No, they need to stick to what their plan is. If they have a plan and what they're brought these players in to do, then don't just rip it up and abandon it because it's not going brilliantly. Like we lost one game, we're top of the league, and they want him to rip up his plans because we didn't get a result at Crystal Palace. We got a taste of our own medicine at Crystal Palace, a late winner. We've been doing it, people, all season. Late winner, late winner, late winner. We got a taste of our own medicine. So, yeah, with the fullbacks, it is unusual. I mean, you see Robertson coming on in a game recently, and within 2 minutes he was in
number 10 row. What was it doing?
Number 10 row, taking a shot, but he was running into that space, and I think that's what they want him to do. And that is what they're asking the fullbacks to do. And so if that's what they want them to do and it works, okay, go and make that work. But again, I can't argue against it because it doesn't look amazing. Yeah, the football isn't brilliant, but when you have teams like Burnley and you have teams like Arsenal, you're waiting for that one moment. You're waiting for, like, say, that one pass from someone like Wirtz, that bit of technique from someone like Isak to be able to break down these people. And I expect it to start happening. But yeah, he got a lot of credit. Every player, we all know what it was like in the summer. Frimpong, unbelievable football. Kirkes, the best left back in the league for the last 2 years. Wirtz, best number 10. Isak, Ekitike, world-class striker, and a world-class striker in the making. And now after one, it's that Kirkes fella, he's not very good.
See, this is the power AR and Aisha. Sorry to this comment that AR is making. Where did it come from? See, this is exactly what I was talking about. Where I had the head loss. This thing. Frimpong is not a defender, according to whom? Kirkes doesn't have IQ, according to whom?
Let's take it a bit, but this is way below the belt.
I mean, like, this is the comments. This is the comment I'm talking about. Where did all this coming from? We are saying you play to their strength and they don't do well, then you know that you bought players who are not good enough. You can't bring somebody
left back for the previous season.
It's not even that. If you spend all that money, you scouted him. You didn't just go in because you look at social media and you saw Nice account and say, hey, Kekers is that dude. Okay, Edwards, go get him. You scouted him, you put him into your data, you put him into all the numbers that Liverpool fans always credit Edwards of doing and say that this guy is good enough. You brought him to Liverpool and then you changing the way he plays. And then you expect him to be, all of a sudden, he should be great. That's the power I don't get. The manager needs to start playing these guys to their strength. Football is changing. Right? Robbo bombing forward to an Irishman is saying that's what they've asked him to do. It's not working because every time he bombs forward and goes through the middle and the ball is taken away from him, he's leaving his position wide open. And the fact that both of them are bombing forward to that same position is not working. You know what? This person, Jamie Carragher, I'm not his favorite person right now. He's not my favorite person right now. But Jamie Carragher was bold enough and told Arne Slot in his face, brother, the style that you're playing right now is not working because it's isolating certain players and it's leaving it hard for other players to come back and help. The defense are wide open. The attackers are not getting enough chances to score. What is going on? You know what I mean?
Irishman, concerning what you said, the little bit I would say about that is that, we are asking Robertson to underlap and be in that position. when Robertson came and had that chance, would you rather Gakpo, Viet, Eketike, or any other attacker be in that position, or Robertson? Because whether the person is scoring or creating in that position, I would rather an offensive player who is more good technically to either score or to create a chance from that position that Robertson took. So that is why I am for the fullbacks overlapping, so that the inside spaces will be occupied by our attacking players who are more technical and more better
Well, that's what
offensively.
you would.
So that is,
That's what you think, Nee, isn't
yeah,
it?
that is
That's
my
what you
preference.
would think would be the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
idea.
that's I said my preference. Yes, yes.
You know, me, I
But
again,
anyway,
I'm just saying, yeah, I don't, as from a coach, like if that's what you're asking him to do, okay. But you know, to me, again, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to you that if the guy that's coming in there,
yeah,
not that
yeah, yeah.
wants to be the guy that can stick it in the back of the net. Is it a clever little tactic? Yeah, I suppose. But if you're going to get a player into that position, like with all the best will in the world, Robbo has been elite at an awful lot of things. But that guy cannot score to save his life. That guy has
Thank
never
you.
been able to finish
Thank you.
his life.
So why does he find himself always? He's
Mm.
find himself at the position where the number 10 and the striker needs to be at.
Quasi, have you ever noticed with Robbo how
Mm.
he doesn't? It's not that he gets that many shots,
When you
Yeah.
start
but
driving, you go out
always
to the end.
he always hits the keeper. He very rarely blazes it over the bar or gets
Mm.
like an awful shot. He always
Yeah.
kind of gets he
It's
can't, but
always
he
a safe in the
concentrates.
middle. Yeah.
Yeah, he concentrates on getting a good contact, and he concentrates so hard that he very rarely gets power, and it's usually like a really good, clean contact, but
Yeah.
it's straight at the goalkeeper because he's just not a finisher. You're asking a fullback to finish, but some can, but Robbo really, really can't.
Yeah.
So he's never going to get you that goal. Is it a clever little tactic that's kind of, designed to confuse the oppo in terms of who's running where? It's probably to do with that.
Yeah.
They're expecting this guy to go here, they're not expecting that guy to go there, which is
Mhm.
great. But if it confuses your own players, it's confusing the opposition,
Yeah.
then that's not going to work. And I've always had an issue with how you get this amount of attacking riches into a team playing. There's only so much space on the pitch, having their own room to play in, their own
Mm.
areas to play in, and if not, knowing how and when to switch with their contemporaries, where he's gone left, I need to move in, knowing really
Yeah.
quick. And to me, that's always been an issue. Like, how does one get a Mo Salah,
Mm.
an Isaac, a Verts, an Ekatike all into the same team? From not even mentioning a Gakpo and a Sabozlai, and then your Frimpong attacking fullback, Kirk is attacking fullback. Number one, what spaces are they going to operate in?
Mhm.
Number two, how does that then leave you defensively covered in any way, shape, or form, other
Right.
than basically relying on a world class offside trap?
Correct.
But you can't be offside in your own half. So if they're launching counterattacks from their own half and their two boys are pushed up, bang,
Mhm.
they're off, they're gone. Just ask Semenyo, Carlos, not Antoine Semenyo.
Mhm.
I mean, he had the freedom of Anfield. That's your blueprint right there for what will happen when it goes wrong. It's
Thank
high
you.
wire football, and high wire football is fine if you're the one walking off at the end and you're okay, you're doing all your tricks. But if you
Right.
fall, you know, it has to
Catastrophic.
work.
Yeah.
It
Eh,
has to work.
It has to work. And that's my frustration. You cannot bring these players and ask them to do what we used to do. And it doesn't work anymore. That's what I'm saying. Play to their strength. The manager needs to understand that. Like I said, Pep Guardiola has realized that those style of play is not working for him. Last year, he went through a whole bad season. Of course, there were so many factors to it. And even this year, he's struggling. But he's like, Burnley, he gave them 5. We barely scored a goal because we could not break him down, and we had to do the right thing by being patient and pass the ball side to side and try to do that football thing. Pull the ball, feed the beast.
I've said this thing time and again that we move the ball too slow. We take too many touches in our midfield, and
Mm,
it frustrates me. It frustrates the hell out of me.
yeah,
When we are playing an offensive game, we like to pin the team to their first third or our
yeah.
final third. When you are pinning the team like that, playing the ball side to side, you need to ensure that your press is good when you lose the ball. And our press is terrible under Arne slots. So the moment they get the ball, 1, 2, 3 passes, they are going to score.
No,
if you are pinning them, ensure that your press is that good. Then the moment you lose the ball, they don't have a chance creating ability.
Yeah. No, you make a good point there. The thing that annoys me is that why is it taking two teams only 2 passes or 1 pass, and then they're already at the races? That's the part that is getting to me. Big up to the Kennel. He's in the building. Kennel, thank you so much. As you can see, the man is a hardworking man. You see the hard head he's working right now? Yeah, this man's taking his time fixing somebody's right now is sleeping in the dark because he loves you guys so much. So he came in and gave us some of his opinions. How you doing, sir? After watching the game back, if you watch it again or taking time to digest what happened, what as you see on the screen, those are the only 2 players I feel like we can say they can play or they're doing at least well. But moving forward, what do you think Liverpool should do, Kennel? And what the manager should stop doing? We can't hear you, sir.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we hear you.
All right. Here's the thing. I think every Liverpool fan owes Hugo an apology. And I think the manager has, for the very first time, finds himself with a problem that he will never admit. Here's the thing. Hugo is our starting striker, bro. But because of the fanfare and the facade and the dream and the lust, we actually didn't appreciate what we have. And Quasi already told you this, and it's not even like no agenda thing, but I'll show you how it affected the game. Bro, Hugo is him for us, bro. He's actually a player on form. And because he's on form, bro, there was no need to go and get Isak, bro. So Isak just created a problem that we didn't freaking need. We didn't need this type of problem. And I'll tell you why we don't need this type of problem. Isak isn't the type of striker to grab the game by the scruff of the neck by dropping deep and using the space available to him to go and force a goal the way he did against Bournemouth. Isak ain't that type of striker. Yeah, Isak is a bad boy. It's not even like I'm dissing him. He's a bad boy, but he ain't the type of bad boy that'll drop deep, 1-2 with a player and create something for himself. He did it against Palace. In the Community Shield that we lost, he went out to the left, picked it up, laid off, got it back, turned, boom, goal. Like, that's the type of striker Hugo is. Isak ain't that type of striker. In this game, I'm telling you, Hugo makes something out of nothing in this game. So the problem for the manager now lies in he has a striker that's 100% on form, bad boy in the thing. That's why the man come on the pitch, scored, took his shirt off. He was like, yo, y'all don't know who I am. Bro, there's no reason for that guy to be on the bench unless he's injured. You go on the bench is criminal.
He got a red card.
No, Quasi, you're missing the point. That's another problem you have, bro. That is the point. He came on and took his shirt off, bro, to make the point that you're still missing. Bro, there's no reason for this man to be a backup, bro. Hugo is a starting striker. Every game with Hugo started, we've won. The one game he didn't start, we didn't win. The proof is in the pudding. Now bringing it back to the manager, bro, the manager lost his head because he has to put everything on 2 players that he's not sure of. The manager is not sure of Wirtz. The manager is not sure of Isak. He's not sure these 2 big money men is going to make anything happen for me. But to dodge bullets from the press and the fan and whatever pressure he might be under or put himself under, he has to shoehorn these men in the team, forfeit the entire left-hand side of the game in the first half. I can't even question his tactics because, bro, the man won the league. So clearly he has some know-how of doing something. But then you give him 2 big money signing that's almost like, yo, these are guaranteed starter. So what the man's supposed to do with his tactics that don't suit these 2 men? You see what I'm trying to show you now, Quasi? He never played with a 10, won the league without a 10. He never played with a focal striker. Now he got a big money focal striker and a bad boy 10. He has no tactics for these two men, bro. He has, bro, you can clearly see he has no tactics for these two men. And
Yeah, because
tactics are not, you go make something happen. You see what I'm trying to show you? So, bro,
I get what you're saying. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I watched the game. I watched the game, and I saw that this man is lost because he's hanging our hopes on two men that we are also unsure of. We can lie to ourselves and be like, "Yo, we sure what Isak can do." Yeah, if you fed him, but if you don't feed Isak, bro, he's not gonna go drop deep and make something out of nothing. Isak ain't that type of man.
So why do you spend
go is though?
125?
No, Quasi, bro, let's not ask stupid questions, bro. You, especially you was twerking. I'm telling the man, hold the money. You was like, I
was the main campaign manager.
Yeah. So don't ask me now. When you've been twerking for a year, go get him. Then we get him. You're like, then why did we get him? Because you've been twerking. Nah, I'm saying. Nah, let's get serious. So when I listen to his post match, the man is blaming the game on the last throw-in on a player being offensive minded as to the reason. I'm like, bro, tell me about the first. Tell me about the first half. You see what I'm trying to say? Don't tell me about the point. So you basically went to Crystal Palace for a point.
For a point, exactly.
Oh, I put on all my attackers, bro. All your attackers doesn't mean we're gonna win because by doing so you forfeit the midfield. This man keeps forfeiting parts of the pitch. I'm like, bro, how are you a manager? The first half, the man played with no left side attacker, fam.
I've never seen that before.
And then in the second half, the man played with no midfield. I'm like, fam, you lost. No, you're lost.
Colonel, I think you are taking this a little too far. I disagree with everything that you have said.
Wait. I might have said something that you don't like, but I don't want you to misinterpret the point. The point is,
well, if you let me make my point,
3 points. No. Because I have a good feeling you're going to misinterpret. I only made 3 points. And the reason why I'm reiterating the 3 points, I said a lot between the 3. So if you're disagreeing with something in between the 3, personally, I don't really care. But what I want you to address, if you agree or disagree, the striker isn't the type to go win the game the way you go is. That's the first point I made. Yeah. The second point was
I debunked that on
okay. Then the second point was him forfeiting the left side in the first half, and second half him forfeiting the midfield. So the point you're disagreeing with is Isak isn't the type of striker to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and win it without being fed.
Yeah, you said that's fine. Manager. Okay, maybe some of the point might be some of the things in between. But if I probably react, you would know the ones I got wrong or the ones I got right. First off, Isak played like that at Newcastle. If you say Isak is not a player who will drop deep, take the ball, give the pass, and link play, I disagree with you. And he's better at it than Ekitike.
Yep.
We are winning the league and Champions League with Ekitike alone at Liverpool. Let us not lie to ourselves. There's a reason why there's class and there's form. Let's not mess about. I saw Ekitike against Burnley and was frustrated. Where is Ekitike that needs to drop deep and pick the ball and then move? Of course, he's on form, so we are all rooting for him that he should play more. But let's make no mistake by thinking that he's a better player than Isak. Please, that I disagree with you. Secondly, you said the manager won the league without a 10.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say Hugo was a better player than Isak. I've never said that.
So you said we didn't need to buy him, and I'm telling you that we needed to buy Isak because we are not going to win the league and the Champions League with Ekitike alone in our team as a striker. Let's not mess about some of these things. Ekitike has scored a lot of goals as he came in. Please, which of the goals Ekitike scored would Isak miss?
The thing is,
he picked the ball from the wing, laid a pass, it was given back to him, he scored. That is fine. The goal against, was it Bournemouth? It was even a ricochet. The ball ricocheted and it was through on goal with the goalkeeper. Will Isaac miss that ball? Let us not
No,
pretend
no,
as if
no, no,
because
no,
he's
no, no.
playing well.
My guy,
All the while. Let me finish my
Like, I'm gonna
point.
be honest. No, 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 because you're saying something and you're speaking to something I've never even highlighted. Only thing I've highlighted was the ability for
So
Hugo
we did not
to go
need.
in. No, 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 no. To go in, find McAllister. Yo, McAllister, give it here. McAllister gave it back. He ran into space. He created that Bournemouth thing. I'm not telling you, oh, the ricochet off the leg, because the defender had one thing. Me and Quasi discussed this. The defender had no business coming out, because if he moved the leg, he would have got nothing there. Quasi agreed.
I
I
agree.
wish you let me
I'm not
finish my
saying
point.
Isak. No, but the point you're making isn't something I said. If you're gonna speak freely, I will allow you to speak freely, but I can't allow you to
I'm
speak
buttressing
as
my
if
point, but
you're
it
saying
doesn't mean that
something
you
against
said
what I said.
something specific.
You're not saying anything
If I'm
against what I
buttressing my
said.
point, it doesn't have to be. You
No,
said we didn't need
but
to
you,
buy Isaac. Did you not say that?
bro, we played 5 games with Ugo on 105s.
No, did you not say that? You are saying that I did not address the
Yeah,
things that you said.
yeah.
Say
We didn't need
we
to
did
buy
not
him
need
because you have a
Isaac.
striker on form. Is Hugo not on
Have
form?
I addressed that? Have
Is
I
Hugo
addressed
not
that?
on form? I said we didn't
I
need a
told you
striker
that
because we had one on form. That's what I said.
there's a reason why we tell you that. There's a reason why we tell you that form is what? Temporary. If you are saying,
What
if you have not
examples
said
have
that,
you gotten that
can you,
said
can you let
Hugo
me?
needs help?
So let me make my point. I asked you, okay, I concluded that Isaac is a way better. You said yes, you agree. Because when I said the opposite, you said you never said that Eketike is a better player than Isaac. So what is your point? That is what debunks your point. But let me go on. That's why I'm telling you
We
that
have a
form is
striker on
temporary.
form. Why do we no? But why do we need? If you have a bad boy striker on form, why put him on the bench for a guy that haven't played with your team?
A guy who is not fit. That is an unfair judgment.
Bro, we're
Nobody
6
in this
games
world,
in.
including yourself, nobody in this world, including yourself, would think that Ekitike is a better player than Isaac if they are both on
No, you
form.
see, you keep saying things I'm not saying. All I said is Hugo came into the team,
I am not
had
quoting
preseason with us,
you.
hit the ground running.
I am not
Quasi, isn't
quoting
that what
you.
I said?
Must everything I say be what you said?
So wait. So
Please
who's your
allow me to make
starting
my
nine?
point.
Who
Allow me to make. You are
who's your
interrupting me
starting
way
nine?
too much.
No, because you're saying things I'm not
Pardon me.
saying, so I can't allow you to keep saying it. My point is Hugo is our
Everything
starting
I
guy.
say shouldn't be what you said. I have the right to also add my own
No, but
interpretation
you're
or my
adding
own
things that I
twist.
didn't say. You can, if you're gonna speak
I did not
freely,
say.
I'll allow you. But you're saying I said Hugo's a better player. I never said that.
I did not say you said that. I am saying that Isaac is a better player because when I said that, you said you are not saying that Hugo is a better player than Isaac. That infers that you are admitting that Isaac is a better player than Hugo. It is either this or that. You cannot swerve from this side, and when we move to this side, to swerve from that side. You understand? When you negate it, then it is a positive on the other side. But that's not even my main point. So that's why I want you to let me address all the points. And I'm not saying that you said that, but the things that you said is inferring that if you are saying that we do not need him, do you want a better player in your team or not? Do you want a better player in your team or not?
Of the team, no. That's the point I was making.
He said,
If it upsets the
come again.
balance of the team, no. Words on
Isaac
paper.
has not upset the balance of the team. The guy is unfit. It does not mean
Listen,
he's upsetting the balance of the team.
the balance of the way we won the league, and if you
You
agree
made
and
3 points
disagree,
I
it's
wanted
fine.
to address. We'll go back and forth, and I'll even forget the other 2 points.
No. But I don't think the other 2 point.
That's
I
why
mean, it is what it
I
is.
wanted you to let me finish. Then you can come in. This one, I asked you a specific question that I needed an answer to. Percy, pardon me. I know this is a bit of a back and forth, but I disagree with a lot of things that he said.
Okay.
I disagree with a lot of things that he said. The
You
fact
only
that
made 3 points,
Isaac.
bro.
So you let me talk. Some of the things you said, some of the things might be in between. So let me talk. When I talk, you know whether you said it or you do not say it. And when I'm buttressing a point, it doesn't mean you said everything verbatim. There are things that you might have implied. And if I say it and then you think, oh, that's not what the implication is, you can clarify. You said the man, you have given the man a number 10, and he wants to play without a number 10. And now he cannot play with a number 10. He wasn't given a number 10. He chose to buy a number 10 because he has a plan for him. You are creating the impression that he doesn't know how to use the guy. or he doesn't have a plan for him. That is the impression you are creating, which I also totally disagree. Yes, it hasn't come off. My third point, this is not even an attack on your point. If you are saying that Ekitike is a good player, has to come deep and link up with play and whatnot. We don't buy all these good attacking players and let Ekitike come deep. We should be able to pass and move the ball to him where he is. And if you are saying Ekitike should come deep, I bet you in the EPL, he will score very limited number of goals because most of the teams that we are playing, 80% of the team will sit back. So he should go deep, go and pick the ball and come and score. So let's put certain things in context. Ekitike will play very well if he's playing for a Newcastle or Aston Villa or Crystal Palace, where they play deep and I hit the counter. Then he'll come and involve with play and a move and get a ball. 85% of the teams that we are playing will sit deep and play against us. So Ekitike should go deep and go and pick the ball. They'll be standing back and waiting for him. Go and come, brother. So everything that we are saying should be in context. And with the Isak bit, this is exactly the thing that you are saying Isak is not better at or cannot do, or however you put it. It's the same thing he was doing at Newcastle, and he did it better in much bigger games, in much decisive games for a season or two. So how then do you turn around just because the guy didn't have a preseason, he's not fit enough to play well in our team, you all of a sudden decide that, oh, he's not that player. Because you said that he's not that player. If Chris can rewind, because Ekitike is that player. Everything Ekitike is doing, Isak is that player and does it better. Let us not kid ourselves. I know sometimes there are few tricks and flicks here and there that looks nice to the eye, pleasing to the eyes when Ekitike is playing. But dude, let us not belittle the ability of Isak. He has come off so far. So I agree with you. If you say the guy is on form, that is fine. You can say the guy is on form, so he should be starting for now. That is fine. But to say that we do not need Isak, brother, I disagree with you completely. Because I bet you, even when Newcastle were considering Ekitike, they were considering another striker. Even Newcastle, when they were considering Ekitike, we were considering another striker because he's not that guy.
Let me ask you a question. You continue to flow. When a player is on form, should he be dropped?
Not necessarily. Because when you also say that, when you also make that blanket statement, a player can be on form, but whoever is coming in might give you a better output. Do you know that? There's a reason why when Trent got injured and Bradley came in and was playing well and Trent recovered, we brought Trent in because he's quality. Do you understand? Would you say, okay, now Bradley should continue playing for the rest of the season? Because there was a spell last season that Trent got injured. Bradley was playing very well. But when Trent came in, he started. Why? You can say Bradley was on form, so he should be playing. So sometimes let's not put that blanket statement. There's a reason why there's a pecking order for a reason. Let me put it that way. There's a pecking order for a reason. And the fact that somebody is doing well in a few games, let's not. And I know Ekitike is doing very well, and I'm not belittling the work that he's doing. But let's not take that to mean as if the sample size is even way too small. The sample size is way too small for us to conclude that he's that guy. Please.
Before you guys continue, Irishman, I was watching the Arsenal game yesterday, and the difference of that game, if I were to use the Kennels analogy, Isak has never lost to Arsenal. Right? Isak has never lost to Arsenal. The chances that the style that Newcastle was playing, if Isak was there, he scored an extra one more goal. And they are out of sight. They needed that assassin to put the ball in. My thing is, Kennel, the manager, and this I think maybe I agree with the Kennel a little bit, is the manager is not playing to their strength. If you're gonna bring a bad boy number 10, play him as a number 10, a knee, I agree with you. Why is Ekitike and Isak needs to drop deep? That makes no sense, right? The football, since we started this season, no team has come out and play against Liverpool, including Arsenal. They all have sat back and hit us on transition. All it takes is one or two passes, and the teams are up in the races. So I think that part should be the manager. Now, when it comes to why did you bring those players? Duberry, our managers have a say when it comes to buying players. If he didn't want Wirtz and Isak, Why did you go spend 200 million plus to bring him there? Right now,
because we keep learning, and it just seems disingenuous because we're gonna say when the money spends big, the manager wanted him. When the money spells small, the manager didn't want him.
so
And the reason why I'm bringing that point, Chiesa came in for 13 mil.
Mhm.
Now, none of us know, but we can all speculate. Oh, he didn't use him because he wasn't fit. He didn't use him because he wasn't up to fitness. The reason why that point even sounds crazy, he's using McAllister. And what's the excuse for McAllister? The same excuse for Chiesa. And Curtis Jones actually is in form for the minutes he's been getting.
Yep.
But Curtis still won't start. So what I'm trying to show you, man, and that's why I only made those 3 points. The 3 points wasn't saying you go over Isak as a player. I'm saying you go for Liverpool is over Isak for Liverpool. Remember, Isak for Liverpool is unproven. Just like Worth for Liverpool is unproven. We're not speaking to the quality of the player. We're talking about for Liverpool. You're here, you have to deliver.
That is a point you are making. I'll let you flow. Sorry. That's a point you are making after the fact. And after you have not even seen Isak flop for Liverpool. That is a point I'm also making, that you cannot make that kind of declaration now because you have not seen Isak for Liverpool properly.
No, I'm not. And it's not about the now. It was about this game.
Let me.
It wasn't for the rest of the season. Quasi, weren't you asking me about the game? I've only made 3 points about the game. You're making the 3. That's why I reiterate my 3 points. It was only for the game.
Let me land.
So what? No, but you're addressing the points outside of the game.
Please, can you let me at least land? That is the only reason you would know whether I am.
Tell me Isak's performance in the game. Were you satisfied with his performance in the game?
Your response was that. Can you let me? I'll answer that. I wasn't satisfied because Isak is not fit, and we all know. Firstly, I've sent you a link. Watch it. Man is not fit. I've sent you a link on Twitter. Watch it. Man is not fit. So that is one thing to say that, oh, because of that, Isak is not fit. My problem is that you started off by saying that we didn't need Isak. So it is not about this game alone.
Quasi, what's your question? That's why I reiterated my point. It was about the game.
No, you said we didn't need to buy Isak.
Bro, Quasi,
it wasn't about the game.
Run the tapes back. It was about everything I said was about this game. You go in this game. Everything was about this game, bro. That's why I reiterated the point. I knew you was gonna miss it. Everything I said was about this game that just passed. Has nothing to do with yesterday. Last couple games or the games in the future. All my points was in the game. It's fair that you miss it. And you know what? To round this back to Quasi's point, to round this back to Quasi's point, what did you say about Isak just now about this game? He wasn't fit. If he wasn't fit, just like Chiesa wasn't fit, let's not use him then. McAllister isn't up and running. Let's not use him then. And I'm saying that point just for this game.
Quasi, let's not be disingenuous, please. And I'll use your own word at you. Let's not be disingenuous. If the point was about that game, Ekitike was red carded and he couldn't play the game in that way. So why make a point for him? Make a case for him. It's not that the argument has turned. Now you are coming to change. Shift the goalpost.
Okay, so
can I answer that question? Can I answer that question?
Ekitike is not even eligible to play in that game.
After that, let's move on to how to fix the problem. So go ahead, Zuberi. Answer the question.
No, the thing is, the one guy that wasn't available for this game was red carded, and it was Hugo. That's the points I was making. Hugo was needed to win this game, but he wasn't available. That's why I was making a case to say, yo, that guy, Hugo, is needed. That was the bro. You know what? It's funny you're smiling. Watch it back. And here's what I'm trying to say to you, Quasi. In context, Quasi said, Jabir, did you watch back the game? What was your thoughts on the game? Those are the 3 points I made in the game. Those were the 3 points. Isak, you say he wasn't fit. I'm not saying Isak is up and running. It's disingenuous to say that. I've never attacked the guy's quality. All I said was this game needed someone to grab it by the scruff of the neck. The manager, in giving Wirtz the space he needed, because Wirtz never used the space in the middle, he had 3 left wingers on the bench and put Wirtz left wing. He's never given Wirtz freedom, and he said, Wirtz, you have the freedom to run the pitch. From left wing, bro. He tried to overload the middle of the field with no left outlet. That was our manager's tactic in this game. The game needed someone to grab it by the scruff of the neck. Verts had the license, Ishak has a focal point. None of them came off. The only tool that we didn't have available was the red carded tool, who's actually on form. I'm not making a case for Hugo going forward. I was making a case for the game. The game needed someone to grab it. None of the men them grab it. You probably watch about 30 stupid passes from us in the game. Like no man really performed. Quasi highlight. You know who their best performers in the first half was? Allison and Bradley. What does Bradley get? Sub. The two best performers was Bradley and Allison, and one got sub. The manager head is gone. It's gone.
So moving forward. What an Irishman? What do you think we should be doing? Because I'm saying that the manager needs to play it simple, play the players at their strength. How the reason the data, how you got the data from them. That's how you need to play them. Don't be too cute, like the word that you were using earlier, Irishman. How do we move forward?
Well, we also have to remember that we're moving forward from a position of being top of the league, winning 5 games, only lost 1. Like you said, we ain't going invincible. It's about how you lose. We didn't get tanked 3-0 away at a shitty Wolves team or something like that. As I've said before, I'm not the coach. I'm not Mr. Super Tactical. Whatever their plan is I would just suggest don't panic and don't rip it up and don't move away from it. Keep doing what they're doing. We have too many quality players out there. But yeah, it all looks clunky. I think when you get like an incredibly expensive, finely assembled machine, you do need to fine tune it. You don't just kick it and get it going. You've got to finesse that thing, and I think that's what it's about, is trying to finesse things. But right now it doesn't look nice, and it was okay. But we said from day one, it's great and it's lovely and dramatic, and always so very Liverpool to go around winning games with a goal in the last 2-3 minutes. Oh, look at us and our mentality monsters. That's just not sustainable to be going around winning games in the last 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 4 minutes. Rio coming on in 97 minutes to win your game. That's right or over stuff. You can't do that every week. And guess what? It came back and bit us in the arse on Saturday, because they did to us what we've been doing to teams, getting the last minute goal and bursting our bubble after we thought we'd done it again. Look at us bringing on Chiesa, gets another, big goal in the game. That's right or over stuff. It wasn't sustainable. It didn't speak to something that was been designed. It was speaking to a reaction to games. And that's what this coach is here for. This is what these boys are here. Van Bronckhorst is here now. Slot is here. They're the big galaxy brain football people. They've been given your Isaacs and your Ekatikes and your Bertzes and built on top of a solid squad. So how do we go from here? I've been waiting for a game that I'm not sure is ever going to happen. Quasi, I've been waiting for us to go out there and absolutely just batter somebody 4-0. Just absolutely batter them, and I'm not really sure that's going to come with this. This coach has already won a Premier League, so he's a hell of a lot of credit in the bank. He's been given some of the best players on the planet, which you don't turn down. You can't refuse an opportunity to sign Isaac or Verts if they're available. You take that opportunity, you go and sign them. Every other club in the world would have taken him. So again, Quasi, you're asking me how do we move forward from here? I don't have the answers for that. I don't have the answers for where's the silver bullet that we can load in the chamber, and then all of a sudden we look brilliant. I really don't see what happens and where it comes from, only with constant training, pitch time and all of that. And just to the one thing, look, Ekitike was dropped against Southampton, if you want to call it dropped. He was rested because it was a cup game at home against Southampton. It wasn't a match at home against City in the league, and he's in banging form. He's on the bench. Just rest him. Isaac needs some minutes. That blew up in our faces. So yeah, I honestly, these are, when you're talking about this level of football and say, how do we need to change this? And I don't have the answers for this. I could sit here and give you some platitude about needing to work harder and play better, and the manager needs to do this and needs to do that. But you've got like big paid or big coaches like Glasner out there that could get jobs at big clubs tomorrow, and they're out there and they've top players. They can set up a system, and it's disappointing for me. And even Florian Wirtz is out there saying, "Yeah, of course, I'd like to have scored a few more. I'd like to have done a bit more." But I've given all these guys, you got to give it a season. Individual players. And a player can come in and after 10 games, you can be like, oh my God, this guy is he's shit. But we don't have players like that at Liverpool. We don't have, oh my God, he's shit players at Liverpool. We only have, he's absolutely unbelievably good, or he's brilliant, or he's a really class player, just didn't quite make it or didn't quite fit in. We don't have dog shit players. We don't have guys that wouldn't get into almost every other team. So, first defeat of the season, it was always going to be interesting how it landed. It was always going to be interesting to see how it landed. You pick yourself up, you keep doing what you're trying to do. And again, with Zuberi, I would disagree slightly with Zuberi in terms of Isak was incredibly proficient at Newcastle at that exact thing, which is dropping deep, laying the ball off to a winger, running in and finishing that chance himself. He can do that, but it's not necessarily what you need him to do for us. Look, he's a world-class finisher. He's a guy that's got 20 plus in the Premier League. Put him in there, score the goals. I'm basic minded. You stick a top quality striker in a top team, they're going to go and get you your goals. That's the way I look at it. Give it time and see where it runs. But look, the questions are coming out now, and that's fair enough. When you win a league and you get given these kind of players, you're going to be asked questions. You're going to be under the microscope. That's fair enough. But let's just keep it kind of, let's not make it too fine a microscope. Let's, dial it back a couple, and still see that it's only September, just about. Yeah, it's still September. We go to Gala tomorrow. But, yeah, I'm agreeing with a lot of people saying it isn't quite clicking. But do I expect it to click? Yes. Do I expect us to go and turn into be like this juggernaut winning machine? I don't know. But I'm expecting to start clicking more and scoring a lot more goals and giving teams more problems. But these, the Premier League is a tough bitch now, man. It ain't no joke. The Premier League ain't no joke anymore. It really isn't. So, hey, again, I wish I had the tactic where I say, he needs to do this, put that guy here, put that guy there, and do this, and then everything will be perfect and amazing. I don't know.
Kenna, what do you think? How do you think we should move forward, man? Oh, you're muted, sir. Oh, there you go.
I don't know how to answer your question because I'm gonna answer your question, and then my answer is gonna get taken out of context. Because everyone agreed with my point on the game, but don't want to say it, so they take it outside of the game to make a different point. So how do we fix this going forward? How we fix it going forward is we go with what works and bring in players that can help facilitate what is working. What do I mean by that? From my opinion, drop McAllister, start Jones.
I agree.
Because McAllister isn't fit or up to his level and his standards. So you have to take him out the team. Jones hasn't put a foot wrong. Yeah, he got knocked knee. Let Jones run it. Let Jones carry out the plan till McAllister level can come up, right?
Yeah.
Ekatike, take him under your arm, guarantee him, bro, this is a big club. This is the level. This is the nature of big club. Yeah, you a bad boy. Whether you're starting, rotating, or whatever the case may be, keep your emotions in check. Don't let the chattery get to your head. Don't let the man that's sniffing behind you get to you. Like, this is the job. As long as you're performing, you will get minutes, because I feel like that's Hugo's issue in the cup game, and it kind of cost us. So the manager really need to manage these ego. Verts needs to be dropped. Drop Verts and let him see what we're trying to do. And then when he comes up to level, bring him in and see if he can carry it out. If he can't carry it out, we got a Werner situation on our hands. Salah, no disrespect to the Imhotep Dead Pharaohs guy. He also needs to be dropped.
I agree.
Bro, gone are the days when we can waste 70, 80 minutes on Salah doing nothing and popping up with 2 goals. Those days are gone, fam.
I agree.
Chiesa, I'm not saying he should start because I don't know where to put him in, but the guy seems to be able to sniff something out.
Yep.
Instinctively in the box, I watched Gakpo flat-footed and couldn't react to that ball. Man ran past Gakpo and fumble it up in there. I've seen man instinctively calculate where the header's going to go, boom, on the volley, go. That's how you win games. I don't want him to just be like a super sub or a closing sub. Like, What I'm trying to say is Gakpo off the left, going forward in transition, very frustrating, and that's my guy.
Mhm.
But Gakpo defensively helping out Kirkes and tracking back, bro, it's also part of the game. I'm not making a case for my left winger to be defensive, but if it works, let it stay.
Mhm.
Do what works, and as you can improve it, you do that. It's like Quasi, it's like you have a slow leak, right?
Mhm.
And you fill the tire up with air. You know you need a new tire, but you got the new tire in your trunk. You don't have the facilities to change the tire off the rim on the side of the road. So your only goal is I'm gonna just drive 5 minutes, air it back up, drive 5 minutes, air it back up till I get to the shop where they have the tools to change that.
Right.
Bro, that's all we need to do. Get through game at a time with what works. And as these men come in and are ready to take over, let them take over. You see what I'm trying to say? That is what we need to do. We need to just stick to what works. Robertson over Kirkes. Bro, it worked.
Your mic is cutting it out, kind of. It's still muted. No, it's still muted, kind of.
We still can't hear you. Oh, of course, let me come in so that he takes the time to figure it out.
No, it's not. It's still not working, kind of. Yeah, go ahead. Nee will start talking when you're ready.
Hey, can you hear me? I just wanted to make a last point. I'm not sure if you
Yeah,
can
now
hear
we
me
hear
now.
you. Yeah, now we
All
hear
right.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we need to stick to what works, man, because we haven't done what worked.
you. Mm-hmm.
And it was because we're trying to, I don't want to say shoehorn because it's a hindsight thing, but we're trying to get Wirtz into the game. And to be fair to him, he's making improvement, just not the necessary impact we need. And it's fine. Throwing him over on the left, that's a new plan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see Wirtz on the left for 5 games when we have 3 left wingers.
Mm.
Because now you've given your new guy 10 games to come up to speed. Once you drop him, what does that do for his confidence? So I feel like the manager should just went with what worked, like the Brexit midfield. There's a reason why certain midfielders couldn't replace our midfield. We never had the best front 3 in the world, but there's a reason why players didn't want to come here because they know they can't come in and displace that.
Mm-hmm.
Jota came in, displaced it. Klopp tried to shoehorn Firmino in against City when City was there for the taking. Never played 4-2-3-1 until that game. And City was there for the taking. Just go with what works. It's a manager's on form. I don't care if it's temporary or not, but get that win temporarily then. You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Some things, yeah, it's temporary, but yo, make the most of that temporary moment then. So I feel like I don't even know what his type is anymore because he needs to settle his mind.
Yeah.
But it's nothing to crash out about. It's just in that game, it was 100% on the manager.
Yeah.
It was 100% on the manager, man. I'll put some blame on you. Go probably about 15% because there's no iron team, and he let the team down by not being available. The worst thing you can do as a player, if you're not injured or got personal things going on, the worst thing you can do is not be available.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing you can do. So the loss is on the manager and Hugo, man, because he was needed in that game.
Yeah. Nee, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think I just need to be careful not to personally address it. So we don't end up with another back and forth.
No, I won't. No, you have free reigns, man. Kick away.
I think if we are not careful, we will fall into taking knee-jerk reactions. And our problems will never get fixed. I understand your point that sometimes we need to put the temporary fixes here and there, pick points here and there, but know that it is also not a guarantee. And when you are coming up with a solution, you rather want a solution that will stand the test of time, like than to bring up solutions here and there, here and there, here and there. You know, we all know that VYBEZ wasn't working, but people are not ranting because we were winning games. Because now we suffered our first loss That is how come now we are getting this level of people being irate and all that. So when we were winning, the other players were putting a shift, and it was more like masking that of VYBEZ. A player of VYBEZ quality, we are the same person. We are the same people saying that we are not allowing VYBEZ to play. Now we're also saying that he should bench VYBEZ, and he's not being allowed to play his game. Now we should bench him. How does he play his game where we are benching him? If we want the best output for the guy, then we need to shuffle any and everything around him to get him to play well. Because a player of his quality, Kwesi and guys, if he clicks, we are going to be a deadly team. Exactly my point. But you let me. And that's why I'm saying that sometimes the sample size that we are basing off of to make these assertions, they are too small. Now we are talking about Salah again. So now we are saying that, okay, who do we put there? Now I've heard people saying Chiesa, and all these are knee-jerk reactions. The same Chiesa, we made a case for Chiesa last season against a League One team. And then we saw him. He's having nice cameos here and there. Of course, we can push that, oh, he should come in a little earlier, get a few more minutes here and there. Based off of a Southampton game, all of a sudden, he's probably give us a better output than Salah. Brother, that would be a knee-jerk reaction. I don't have a problem if January we decide to buy a better player and then stick him up there. Secondly, Chiesa's track record has shown that he's not even fit enough to say that, okay, we have confidence in him to be our starter, to build a team around him or make him an integral part of our squad, because he's almost always not available. It is just like saying that, okay, we should bench Konate now and make Joe Gomez our center-back partner to Virgil. It is suicidal to even think that, because now we are tweaking our system to be reliant on Joe Gomez, who is almost always not available. So I know that because of this loss, we are all high on our emotions and we are making comments here and there. But let's find something that is sustainable, that works in the long term. Some of these players, we sign them on 6-year contract, 5-year contracts, which will allow the manager to fix his mistakes and whatever he believes is the end goal. He should deploy the tactics that get us there. Because all I'm hearing is a lot of knee-jerk reactions here and there. They are not sustainable. That would be my bit. I don't have a problem if you say that we should drop McAllister, which we have said here countless times. I will not put Jones there. I would bring Soboslai there, and let's VS be in the 10th position, and let's see how that also works out first. Because in as much as Jones has been very good, I cannot trust Jones to consistently perform at the highest level because he's not consistent. Secondly, he's almost always injured as well. He plays 1, 2, 3 good games, he's injured. 2, 3 good games, he's injured. So we have to factor all these in our planning. And if we are planning for the long term, we look at a solution that is sustainable and not all these knee-jerk reactions. I know because of this loss now, everything is heightened. But dude, let's also not forget that we have pieces in this team that have not gelled yet. And it's all about, we make it all about, let's not make the game all about Isak. Just because, and let's not make the game about Iketike too. That because he did not play, that is why we lost. Obviously, if you are just a player who just looks at stats, that is what you will say. That because, oh, he did not play, we lost. So we needed him. He could have played and would have lost. Would you have said the same thing? Would you have now said that we needed Isak in that game? We were terrible on the day. Lord could not legislate for Konate's mistakes. He could not legislate for the 50 bad passes that you spoke about. So let's look at the game holistically and not make it about one player who is playing well, who has been dropped, or another player who hasn't been playing well that played. That is all. That's the point I'll make.
Yeah, welcome,
K-Mac.
Make up yourself. We are almost done, but K-Mac, what's the solution to moving forward?
Look, the knee-jerk reaction is a bit crazy, to be honest. Like, what I see right now with my own eyes is I see Crystal Palace being Nottingham Forest from last season, and Nottingham Forest did pretty well last season, if I remember correctly. They dropped off at the end because they didn't have a big enough squad. Probably going to be the same with Crystal Palace. If you really want to just isolate stuff, yeah, We haven't gone behind in any games this season, apart from Crystal Palace. Okay? You really want to look at it like that? Because that's all it is. 7 games, we hadn't gone behind. We played Crystal Palace, who are the most informed team in Europe. In Europe. They are 20 games unbeaten in all competitions. Okay? That's pretty bloody good. So we were facing an opposition that don't concede many goals and don't lose games. And if you really want to isolate the entire game, I think Slot's tactics weren't actually that bad, because Florian Wirtz missed the goal that equalizes the game, and Chiesa scores the winner in the 86th minute. Job done. Like, does anyone think that Florian Wirtz was going to miss that chance? He's literally 2 yards out. All he's got to do is put it left or right of the goalkeeper. It's literally a sliding doors moment for Florian Wirtz. And it's a game that Liverpool then would have won. That's it in a nutshell. Like, Crystal Palace missed a bag full of chances. Every team misses chances. Our goalkeeper played a worldie. Guess what? Goalkeepers are there to play worldies. Like, their goalkeeper played really well in the game. But is anybody saying that Crystal Palace played badly? No, they're not. We created loads of chances. We should have scored a few goals. Is anyone saying that Crystal Palace played badly? No. It's the narrative. It's always the narrative. Is anyone talking about the really bad refereeing decision when it went out for a goal kick and it was given as a corner, when it was clear as day that it came off their player and went out for a goal kick? Is anyone talking about that? No, because it's the narrative. Because everybody wants Liverpool to be bad, because they want the league to be competitive. And now that Arsenal are back in the running because they didn't get a penalty given against them, which was a blatant penalty, that's where we are. There's no knee-jerk reactions. Liverpool have played the way Liverpool have played for, I don't know, 20-odd games now. We started playing like this the last 10 games of the season, last season. But we still managed to churn out results. We still managed to win games. Like, we aren't playing the football that we played last season when we started the season, because we aren't playing club football anymore. We're not playing that memory football, like where everybody knows exactly how to do things anymore. That's not how it is. We've now installed a new way of playing football, which for me, I don't think it's great. Like, I genuinely don't. But if it wins us every single game, and maybe it wins us games by 1-0 or 2-1. And we also have to realise that you can win football matches by a goal. Like, and that's what we need to get used to as football fans for Liverpool now. You are allowed to win games by a single goal. Like, it's not going to be this crazy 3-0, 4-0s. Like, Manchester City made this like a normal thing. It's not normal. Like, teams don't win games like that all the time. Yeah. Chelsea won how many Premier Leagues and Cups with various managers, winning games by 1-0, 2-0. Arsenal, the Invincibles, they won games 1-0. Like, Liverpool may win this league by winning by 1 goal. And if you play the whole game out against Crystal Palace, they missed loads of chances. We missed loads of chances. We should have scored the equaliser with Florian Wirtz from 2 yards out, and then Chiesa would have scored the winner. And that would have been an inspired substitution by Slot. That's it. They scored in the 98th minute in injury time that didn't exist. We seen that last season with Everton, but it is what it is. We just have to move on. We've got Galatasaray and we've got Chelsea. And I've got no doubt that the manager's going to get it right and we're going to win those games.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm hoping that he does make some changes. For me, all I want him to do is play to the players that he recruited to their strength. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want him to do. Certain things that we've seen that he's doing is not working right now. Now, some people might, maybe like some of you guys say, keep at it. Maybe it'll turn good. But I'm just saying, play the strength, the data, how you collected the data. Let those players do what they were doing for that data, that they, how you collected the data, let it be done. I don't know what I'm saying, But I know you guys understand. That means you saw Kirkers do something and he gave you the data for you to be able to go recruit him. Then let him do what he was doing to get those data back into those numbers. That's all I'm saying. But for the LFC fans who lose their mind, have you seen the lineup that we used a couple years ago?
We still got Spearing.
Yeah, he's a coach. You know what I mean? But thank you all you guys, man. Thank you for coming in. That was a great debate between the Kennel and Nee. Kennel, Nee has been waiting for you for a long time. So this was an honor.
Nah, listen, no disrespect, bro. That wasn't a debate. Like I said, it's all a misunderstanding. Like I'm not speaking, and this is the thing that I keep getting these things where I make a point. Bro, my point was literally about the game, like in the game. Within that 0 to 96 minutes, everything I said was within that, because that's the question you asked me. So like even the Irishman was saying he disagreed with my point about Isak. Bro, none of you are talking about Isak in the game because the caveat is he's not up to speed. Then that means you have nothing to say about what I said then, because I'm the only one saying it with chest. Bro, in the game, whether it's up to speed or not.
I disagreed with the point. You made a point was outside of the game. You made a point.
Oh, let me finish. It was all, once again, I keep saying it, you guys keep ignoring it. It was all within the context of the game.
All right.
From the 0 to the 96 minutes, we didn't need that. The same way I'm saying we don't need Alexander McAllister on the pitch starting that game if he's not up and running. If Isak isn't up and running, we don't need him starting the game then. That's all I'm saying.
Where the challenge is that when you say within the game of 0 to 90 minutes that Isak should play, which game specifically are we talking about? Crystal Palace?
Bro, the game that just passed, that's the game Quasi asked me about.
Thank you very much.
Can I just mention one thing before we go? Can I just mention one thing before I go? Because I don't think anyone's really talking about this. Like, when Liverpool are out of possession, how many players do Liverpool have on the pitch?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like 4.
For me, it looks like
4.
And the thing is, last season it was 10. Last season it was 10 because Arne told us
the same thing I
clearly.
About
he told us clearly that Mo Salah does nothing when we're out of possession. He does nothing.
Yeah.
Right now,
it came back real quick.
We have way too many players.
What was Isak doing when we're out of position?
Nothing. Well,
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But he's a striker. He's not supposed to drop back.
I'll be straight up with you. He's probably the only forward that's actually running, and he's not doing much.
Thank you. Thank you. He was actually trying to cut off some of the passes.
Like
but
everybody's asking about this Liverpool, like this magic Liverpool that's going to do all these amazing things. Like we can't even get the ball back because we haven't got anybody doing any work off the ball, like apart from the midfield and maybe a few defenders, because they're not there to do that. And I can't get my head around it. Like I've said it on halftime shows. Like you've told Mo Salah not to do any work off the ball. What about the rest? Because this season, it doesn't look like they're doing it either. Like teams are playing the ball through our press because there's no press.
Go ahead, Nee. What are you saying?
Fixing.
Good point.
All right. See you later,
Good
guys.
point, Kim,
Great show.
Thank you so much, man.
Big up.
Did you give my number to what's the name?
Yeah, I did. I gave it to Don. It to Don. Do you want me to? What do you want me to say? Do you want me to message him?
Yeah, let him know because last time he was saying that.
Do you want to jump on Friday?
Yeah, sure. Let me know.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Okay.
All right, buddy. See you later.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, man.
What's going on, Nee? What were you saying?
I think we should tighten up the way we defend a bit. Might not necessarily be just the back line, but how we defend, something needs to change. I mean, the watch along I spoke about, I don't know whether it's got to do with Giovanni Van Bronckhorst or whatever since he came in. I don't know how to. You just heard what Himak said right there. Like last season, when we lose the ball, we had many players
in the
back defending. This season, when we get the maximum is 4, just like Colonel said.
To me, it looks like 2.
Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. The averagely 3. Because Gravenberch, like I said earlier, Gravenberch is now having this taste of going there to probably strike the ball, score a goal, do something, and he's abandoning his primary duty in the team. And that is where I think I'll agree with my partner a bit, that we don't bring all these attacking players, and we have to push our DMs way high to be the ones that create goals and chances for us. And that is where I agree with you, Kwesi, that we need to allow our fullbacks to overlap so that they can create more chances. And when they bring the ball in, we'll have more bodies in the box because then Salah will be in the box. And these are better goal scorers. Salah will be in the box, VYBEZ will be there and about, Ekitike will be there, or Isak, whoever will be there. Then Gakpo can be on the other side of the box if the cross is probably a little too far away. These are rudiments of the game, but I trust that Slot, his track record at Liverpool showed that he is quick to fix his mistakes. That is why I don't want us to.
No, I agree with you.
Throw out some wild ideas out there.
Yeah.
But we need to defend better, because look at how we struggle. Teams make us work to score our goals.
But then
just give them,
when it comes to us, they just go in straight into the goalkeeper.
Straight.
Yeah. And I'm hoping this is our Aston Villa moment, because those goals that those guys missed, there could have been 7. Now big up to Alisson, even though them were trying to sell him a couple of years ago. But I'm not going to bring that conversation back.
Was that Carl also?
No. Just saying, I'm not going to bring that conversation. That will keep us here another 2 hours. I don't want to. Them were like, he never wins anything. But like I said, I'm not going to bring anything back. Alisson, But no, I think all of you guys made great points. As much as we all have an opinion, I think all of you guys' opinion, listening quietly, all you guys' opinion is almost saying the same thing. Of course, some of you guys have strong opinion on certain things, which, yes, it is. It differs from everybody. But I'm sorry, Arne Slot has to do a lot of work to fix some of these issues, I get what Zuberi was saying with the Isak thing, but at the same time, he has to get Isak to be fit. Hence the reason why he started him over Ekitike on the Southampton game. Because either way, you start Ekitike, Isak is coming off the bench. One of them were going to play. Both of them were going to play regardless. They were going to get 45 each.
Can I ask you a quick question on that, Kwesi?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yes,
Real
sir.
quick on that. Benching the 3 wingers and put Isak in and Vertson, like it's a tough decision, and it's not, and that's why he's the one making the decision. If it was me, I would have more kept Gakpo on left wing because he rested, and Verts needs a goal or an assist for his confidence. I would have just put Verts in the 9 and let Isak come on just to prove to Isak, yo, you're still not ready. You see what I'm trying to say? Because we can't then
be bullied in the 9.
Wait. No, but we've seen him in the 9, like during preseason. Like what I'm trying to say is it wasn't the best.
Very weak positions. Yeah.
4-3-3. So you say go.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because here's the thing. Gakpo, that side it works. Subas line of 10, it works. All we're doing is just Verts, take up this space and see us through the first half, and then we'll bring Isak in if we need be. Because other than that, like that's not a massive tweak. But to tweak it where you overload the middle, bring Isak in, bro, Isak was getting no service from the left.
Nobody.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You can't bring a focal point where all of his service is coming from one side. And let's be honest, them service on that right was horrible. They're going out for goal kicks and throw-ins. So that's why I'm saying don't rip it. You know what I mean? And it's all hindsight, obviously. Just bear with me. But that, like, I would have rather him take that risk, put Verts in the 9 just to hold it down, and let Isak come in and finish it off. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. You know what I would have done? I would have taken Salah off and bring Chiesa on the right.
I mean, I think that's a knee-jerk reaction according to me, but you know what I mean? It ain't not there.
No. Sometimes you have to,
Kwasi,
Yeah.
Kwasi, I did not disagree with you the day we did a watch along. I said if you say take Salah off, I never have an issue with that.
Right.
But you say that maybe Chiesa is our guy going forward. That is
No. I'm not saying he's our guy. That one is just people. We saying
take Salah off earlier in this particular game.
Yeah.
I would have taken Salah off maximum.
You could
60
start him.
I would have taken him off.
Like, okay, let's say we go with the Kennels lineup, right? Verse in the middle, Salah on the right, Gakpo on the left. It's not working. You bring him in, you drop Verts back to the 10, put Chiesa on the right, Isak up top. Right?
Now we're talking about the game.
Now we're talking about
the game. And you know what? Now we're winning the game, guys.
Yeah.
Now we're winning the game.
The problem I see here is that if we had won the game, we would not be coming up with all these.
No, but
yeah, we wouldn't be going. Yeah. Would have been like, we go again. We go again.
We go again.
If Scott had done that and we had lost the game too, would have been saying a whole different thing.
Would have been like, yo, why is man starting Verts in the 9 when we got Isak? That would have been a different conversation.
No, you're right. You guys are right. But the thing is, something is not working, and maybe a little jerk reaction could jerk the players, and maybe this loss is the jerk reaction that we needed. Because listen to Virgil, he said, even if we draw the game, that's it. We stole something. We don't deserve to win, right? But Virgil, I'm sorry, you the captain. We got to get people back on form. You the captain. At the end of the day, we blame you and the manager because you are the two generals, 1-star and 2-star general. We can't keep playing like this. And that's why I'm saying the manager, for me, the manager needs to play everybody at their stretch. You can't do that at 100%, but I'm sorry, Salah, you're not the focal point anymore. You see what I mean? Salah, right now, you need to start passing the ball. Just kicking the ball in the middle makes no sense. Like yesterday, they were running into each other. I mean, Salah was an agent. He blocked Szoboszlai's shot. He tried to Maradona, the god of hand, the goal that we scored. I think Szoboszlai took a shot and Verts was also running in his path when he was trying to pass the ball. Like, they are all over the place. That's what I said. Play simple. Even if it's not play simple so that these guys can figure something out.
We got desperate at some point.
That's what he was just like, hey, anyway, everybody, let's go.
And I want to apologize if I took your.
Yeah, no, it was only in the game, man. But no, it's a fair point. Your point was good too.
I want to say something. You listen. Yeah. If you took the response back to the previous match where you said Ekitike, that's why when he scored the goal, he said, "I'm that guy." So now that communicates to me that it wasn't about the game, that we shouldn't have gotten Isak. You understand? That's how I took it. Because when you took it,
no, you know what? I haven't spoke to Quasi.
Why when the guy scored a goal, he said,
"No, we're gonna have a
you know what? No. Let me ask this question, Quasi. Let me ask this question.
Yeah.
Nee, where you from?
Ghana. I'm Ghanaian.
Oh, now let me tell you what happened here, Nee. Quasi brought you in. Send me the link because he got backative, right? Me and Quasi got this little Isak thing that Quasi is afraid to chat to me about because Isak. Wait, Nee. Isak hasn't given Quasi the ammunition to stab me yet, right? So he can't fight the fight.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? What you did because he's a fellow countryman. I'm shooting at Quasi. You thought I'm shooting at Isak. And I respect the camaraderie. So I'm shooting at your brethren. I'm Jamaican, by the way. You know, Ghanaian.
This brother ran to the mountains to go gather his the spirits to come back down. Now he's back. He's trying to.
I'm telling you, you rebuke it because you see what I'm about to do to your fellow countrymen. I respect it.
No, I've been waiting for the camera.
No, you defended Quasi well, and you came with the right ammo to shoot back. And I respect it. But it was not for you. It was for Quasi, and he was speechless, and you did not allow it. No. Respect me. But I see what you're saying. The reason why I said it was Quasi get why I said it. You didn't, and it's fine. It's not an indictment on you, but you rebutted it well because Quasi had nothing for me. When I made that point, Quasi was speechless. He was trying to lock the stream off. You saved him. So
Quasi, please do faster than prayer so that Isak.
I've been waiting for the brother. I've been waiting for the brother. The brother went to the mountains. You know, the last time he called, he was in the mountains.
Actually, I've been hiding still. I've been hiding because I was like, yo, if Isak come in and cook, it's gonna be unfair for Hugo because Hugo's not a bad player.
No, he's
but
not.
we can't start Hugo over Isak. But right now we kind of have a little bit of you know what I mean? Yeah. So after shoot now,
I would want to see him play Ekitike on the left because he has that good technical ability.
Yes. Yeah.
You see, but see, this is the problem though. This is what I'm worried about. That if he plays Ekitike on the left, he has to tuck him in and have Kirkers go outside. You cannot put Ekitike where Gakpo is. That's my problem.
Feel because he's a central striker, he will drift in and create that space for
because Gakpo is a natural attacker. When he gets the ball on that side, his first process is to find a way to score. That's why he doesn't see the overlap. So the manager is like, okay, fine, I'm going to have him underlap. But the underlap is not working because he is getting in the way of Isak, Wirtz, and everybody else. That's why I agree with
Colonel. I agree with Colonel. Playing Wirtz on the left side is the worst tactical decision I've ever seen. The man was not even there to begin with. He wasn't even there. He was in the middle and on the right. He was everywhere apart from being on the left side. And I was like, dude.
But I think the match that list tomorrow we will see. I think Sabin Salah tomorrow would have been a knee jerk. But moving forward, Salah can play 90 minutes and get a penalty in the 91st minute and score. And then everyone's like, oh, he's back. No, he's not back. We've seen this performance since last year. Last year, he was scoring the GS. This year, he's not. So, but yeah, man, big up to all of you guys. K-Mac, Irishman, who came through. Kennel, thank you so much, man. I know you were busy. You were working, but you still took time for us. And me, always, thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
We couldn't bring Carl in because the man is still, witness protection.
Quasi, you do watch-alongs. I didn't know you do watch-alongs.
No, last Saturday we tried to do something new, call in, watch along, and it backfired. So I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to talk to the shaman and see if.
And now Carl is blaming us.
Now Carl is blaming us for.
Nah, because that's why I'm surprised. I didn't know you do watch-alongs, bro. Well, you thought because Isak was starting, you're gonna fire up watch-alongs and cook. You see, they're celebrating too early. Yeah, you celebrated too early, Quasi.
I was about to do the kill shot on. I was about to do the kill shot on Zuberi, on the kennel. And then the man them decided to.
Quasi loud watch-alongs, man.
So now I'm gonna have to step back on the watch-along. We will just wait till after the match and then we talk. But no, the kennel, we need to. I'm gonna get you and Nee back in again, and you guys debate.
Oh yeah, no, you can run the watch-alongs, man. Don't let them get to you, bro. Just like you go, just like slot. Don't let the knee-jerk reactions of your first watch-along stay in your watch-along career. Now run them, because guess what? You could be 1-1.
Okay, we will try one more time because I'm giving Salah even one more chance.
I think that the match was 2 p.m. and the show was around that time, so it probably was easier to do it at a time.
Yeah.
But run it back, man. Run it back. I'll jump.
But I think the next one is Chelsea, right? So Chelsea, we could run it back. Yeah, we could. Yeah. Oh man, this weekend was bad games for everybody. It was horrible. The only good thing is Manchester United lost, so I can laugh at them. Their head loss is amazing. But no, we're gonna have another show where I need you two to come on and debate because you both have great points. I think you guys were making the same point, but
100%. I think we lined up in a sense.
You were lining up. It's just that it wasn't connecting, so that's why people are like, yeah. But I think we do it again. But Zuberi, I know we're not letting you go. Just give me a couple games to Isak to get his thing.
Nah, Quasi, you're dead, man. Nah, you're dead. I came in and killed you. Nee had to defend you, bro. I'm done with you, bro.
This guy
you never know. By then, me and Nee might be synced up and we're both shooting at you. So careful. Careful. Don't celebrate too early is what I'm saying.
If that happens, I'm
if Isak disappoints me, I'm switching camp. If Isak disappoints me, I'm switching camp.
If it happens, I'm slaughtered. I'm calling Edwards like, hey, get this guy out of here.
Wrong. I know I'm doing Ekitike dirty because he hasn't put a foot wrong.
So no, I think Ekitike.
I'm joining Colonel. All
right, to be fair, I think this is a fair question to ask both of you before we jump out. Mm-hmm. How many games you think a player of Isak's quality should need? I know he didn't do preseason, so I'll count 3. Just off preseason, I'll count 3, right? Mm-hmm. He's gotten 2 appearances, so that's 5. Mm-hmm. How many games realistically you think a guy like Isak should need?
He almost played 90 minutes against Crystal Palace, which they said, depending on the pace of the game,
Intensity of the game.
The intensity of the game is how long he's going to play, and the intensity wasn't that much, so he was able to play more than 60 minutes. So at this point, right now, Canel, I'm on your side. He needs to be playing more minutes, period. Right? You don't play him.
Yeah, but how many games are you giving him till he turn good is what I'm saying.
Oh, turn good?
Because you go hit the ground running.
No. Right now.
I'll give him 2 more games. I'll give him
2 more games. All right, safe.
Okay.
Quasi, where you at? This is make or break, Quasi.
Okay, I'll go with Knee. I'll do 2. Right now, I was going to say right now, but I'll go with Knee.
Quasi, you know what that means? Before I leave, I just want us to be on the same page.
The next time when you are coming with it.
If it scores,
you said it as well. If the third game, man, ain't really up and running, I don't want to hear no excuse, because you man said you're giving him 2.
Because we can't wait for him the whole season. When we have another guy there who is fine.
Exactly. That's why
I accept that I'm doing a Ketike dirty because he hasn't put a foot wrong.
No, I agree with that point. That's what I was gonna say tomorrow. Isak, I need to see this now.
Quasi, you better fast.
The only caveat that I will bring in is if we are still playing the way we played Saturday, where we are not feeding the beast, then I'm wearing the protective shirt and say, nah, we can't blame him because guess what? Even Ekitike against Burnley, you saw Ekitike frustrated because the passes wasn't there, right? He's making a very good run. And who was it? There was a game where he made a good run and I think it was Gakpo decided to still go straight. We're like, bro, he's wide open. Give him the ball. And even on Saturday, Kirkers made a very good run. He was wide open, and Bradley decided to do that stupid cross to the other side of the ball to Salah. And all he had to do was just pass it, and he was gone. So, Kendall, I agree with you. 2 games. But we also have to put some context. It has to be with what the other guys are doing. If the other guys are not helping, you got to give me that.
Too disjointed.
Yeah, if the other guys are not helping.
2 games is Saturday, Quasi. It's not as far as you think,
I was going to say yes tomorrow, but hey.
Quasi, tomorrow, 2 days is Chelsea. 2 games is Chelsea,
My guy's ready.
Tomorrow, Ekitike is starting. Ekitike is starting tomorrow, so I don't think Isak starts tomorrow.
Well, they're talking about
the 70 minutes he played.
Yeah, I don't think Isak is going to start, but I wouldn't be surprised. He'll put both of them in. If Chiesa is not there, because Chiesa is not going to.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Chiesa is not going there. So, because the manager's whole plan is to start learning how to put Isak and Chiesa, Isak and Ekitike both at the same time. So it could be a 4-2-2-2-2, which is Zuberi's favorite formation, or a 4-2-2 diamond. You see what I mean? Because if you're gonna learn how to collapse a side, then you've got to say, Kirkers, hey, you're on your own now. Which is essentially what he did to him on Saturday.
I actually prefer Ekitike on the left. He's a good dribbler. He passes well. He involves other players in the play well. So I would prefer we try him on the left to see. That should come in the second half or something. And let's see how well he plays with Isak. Because I think this Isak thing is also affecting him. So getting him in the team together with Isak might help him.
Yeah. This point is very, very... It's true. Vert and Maka do the same thing. We have midfielders who are doing the same thing. The balance of the midfield is not correct. Somebody pointed out on the stream when we're doing the watch along, and I agree. That's why I want Baliba. What's the name?
You don't have any physicality.
Exactly. Irishmen say, "Oh, I want Wharton," but Wharton is not better than McAllister. It's just that McAllister is not fit right now. If you bring Baliba in, there is balance. Then even Baliba can still play with Gravenberch.
Based off of our game against them, which is I'll go against my own of a small sample size. And we didn't also play well. We're terrible.
Yeah.
But after watching Wharton again, the guy is that good.
Wharton he's class.
The way he passes the ball is effortless, and he's able to pick the run of the people, the movement of the people. He scans well when the ball comes.
But let me tell you,
passes were given 1 time. Passes he was given, and
you know why he was doing so well? Because he had 2 solid DMs who was hiding him. None of our players was able to get to him compared to what Vert did to Zubimendi.
Expose.
You see what I mean? That's what I'm saying. If you have a Baliba type player, Wharton can move around and hide behind him. You see?
Then it means we get rid of Gravenberch.
No, you keep
Gravenberch pass well.
No, remember what I said, and people are gonna crucify me for the odd man out is McAllister. Right now, the odd man out is McAllister. You're gonna lose Endo, right? Like next year, his contract is over. So if you bring in Baliba to replace Endo, right?
The problem we are creating is that yes, we are getting physicality there, but we are not getting that passing ability. You know, when we discussed earlier on the stream, we said our midfielders should be able to move the ball, beat the press, pass well through the middle, but we are unable to do that.
True.
That's my challenge. So
yeah,
we will lose that passing ability too from deep.
But
which probably might not be so much of a concern because most of the teams we are playing are lower block teams. So.
Yeah, but if
when the game is open,
yeah, if you bring in a McAllister, a Wharton, and Baliba, you got options in midfield. The problem is, who do you start? Who do you play?
Well, I didn't know you were premising that on we getting both of them.
No, because this is the thing. Going by what happened on Saturday, 100% you need Wharton. Now, if you bring Wharton, you have to sell McAllister. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Endo is not solid enough, so you bring in Baleba.
Okay, so Endo goes Baleba. Okay, now
you see what I mean? Now you have a solid guy who could play with Gravenberch.
If the game needs a physical presence,
physicality, you got Baleba. You see what I mean?
Because we have Wharton.
You see, even if you bring Wharton right now, if Wharton was in Liverpool, he's still gonna struggle the way we play Saturday, because he's not gonna be able to give the pass. But when you have a solid guy who's a bruiser, then Gravenberch can still get the ball and just run through it. Then you got Wharton who could pass.
Well, because something needs to change because we are too disjointed.
But that's where I blame the manager. That's where I blame the manager. He is trying to force players to play. That's the same mistake Klopp did with Gakpo, where instead of playing him in attacking, he was playing in midfield. We're like, what are you doing? And then eventually end up apologizing, right? You got Isak and Ekitike. Why is Salah still the focal point?
Yeah.
They run. You see, the whole time Isak and Ekitike are running, this man them are passing the ball to find Salah. You see what I mean? They're moving the ball around to find Salah. We're like, no, it's a simple pass. Just pass it through it. Isak is skinny. Ekitike is skinny, but they're strong as hell. They can go toe-to-toe with those.
The player that frustrates me much is Szoboszlai. He likes doing that. Sometimes a lot of players are moving, but he'll give the ball to Salah. I said, Szoboszlai, look at the other options. Because Salah is predictable. Everybody.
That's why I blame the manager. That's why I say play everybody as their strength. If you play everybody at their strength, it's elementary, it's simple, it doesn't even look sexy. But I promise you, it's gonna be deadly because now everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Kirkers is not gonna overcommit when he knows I have only 5 runs in me. Right? Bradley, you are not going in anymore. You go straight, you come back. Frimpong is gonna do what Frimpong is gonna do. He's gonna get to the byline and try to dribble in. When he loses the ball, he's going to a goal kick. Either he gets in a corner or a throw in. He's not going to lose the ball in the dangerous place where he's not going to run back. And he's not going to run. He can run because he's a wing back. So if you play everybody as their strength, Vert gets the ball more. That means Virgil and Konate are not going to be doing that pass to pass amongst each other. They get the ball. They're looking for Vert.
That's why I want him to move Szoboszlai and play Szoboszlai and Gravenberch and leave Vert there. Because he'll have enough athleticism around him.
I agree.
For him to operate.
I agree. And you see, when we're talking about Baliba coming in, the only player that will affect him will be Szoboszlai. Because they do almost identical the same thing. Yeah. You see what I mean? So that will be the only thing. But other than that, the odd man out right now is McAllister, not because he's not good or he's not fit. It's just the midfield that
doesn't fit the system.
It doesn't fill the system because McAllister can play a 10. Big up yourself, Irishman. Big up yourself. We getting out of here, man. People, Thank you so much, man. I miss my gym hours. I guess I have to go after work. Thank you.
Right.
Big up yourself. Thank you, Kennel, Irishman, and K-Mac, man.
Again.
It was a great show. Let's do it again on Wednesday. Hopefully, Tuesday, tomorrow, the pressure will be off
We'll
us.
win, so that makes it
We'll
easy.
win, so that it'll make it easy because Chelsea is there for the taking. But Chelsea likes to play Liverpool, so
I've seen on some channels saying that if we don't beat this Chelsea with a champion and whoever is centre back, then
we can't go there for a point. We can't go there for a point. We need a win.
And this Newcastle win has also given Arsenal some confidence. So
now let them talk. Arsenal, just wait and see. Arsenal, we call him.
I'm more scared of City now that they seem to be getting some rhythm.
I'm not. The thing is, I'm not scared of anybody but us, because we will be our own. Exactly. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But other than that, we need to. The manager right now, everything is in the manager's hands. The players right now look embarrassed. Listen to what Virgil said. They look embarrassed. They know. Salah know he's not playing well. They all know right now. The only person who's coming with any shiny armor is the goalkeeper.
My frustration with Salah is that it is when you are not playing well that you have to do the simple things. You are taking too many touches, trying to.
Bro, you're 34, man.
You can't dribble past any guy.
Anybody anymore.
Move the ball fast. Move the ball fast and quickly. Pass and move quickly. You hold the ball, then pass it back anyway.
And I'm gonna give you guys a point. The reason why Verts went to the right side, because Gahey has shifted to support the I think it was Munoz. No, they are left back.
The left side.
Yeah, because they were double teaming Salah on the left. So on our right. So that's why Verts went over there trying to create that shot. But the fact that we were not passing, it didn't work. If we were passing the ball properly, they would have been so disjointed, they would be wide open. And look at even Wharton. Wharton, he couldn't play. How much running? They had to bring him off because of, he was doing so much. So, but he's a special player. Yeah, he is a special player. I would love him at Liverpool, but I think we can't just bring Wharton. We need a big, solid guy who could be there for physicality, because that's what we're missing. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Thank you. Please hit the like button, people. Come on, hit the like button. We are very low on the likes right now. Hit the like. Hit the like. Come on, guys. Share, subscribe. Wow. Thank you so much, brother. We'll see you soon. Yes, sir. Gracie Bowl. We out.